to work the heel, we're going to be using the H hook or the 5.0 millimeter hook, and we're going to be using our white colored yarn. Hold your stocking so that round 30, the unworked stitches of round 30 are facing you, and we're going to attach our yarn in the corner right here between that where the corner of the heel meets. So right in here we're going to place a slip stitch, and we're going to chain up 2 and place a half double crochet right back into that same place where we just slip stitched. Put 1 half double crochet into each one of the stitches, the unworked stitches of round 30. When you get to the end, where you're going to be reaching over here to the end of the unworked stitches, place 1 half double crochet here and 1 here, then work in your free loops of round 31, placing 1 half double crochet into each one of those loops. When you come back around, my yarn out of the way here, to the beginning, make sure you place 1 half double crochet right here in the corner, and that should give you a total of 52 half double crochets around the heel opening. So continue working your half double crochets around the heel opening, and I'll meet back up with you at the end of the round. Okay, to start row 2, we're going to slip stitch into the first stitch that we made, the first half double that we made. To start row 2, I'm going to chain 2, and we're going to do a half double crochet 2 together 2 times. So we're going to go through those first 2 front loops of the first 2 stitches and complete our half double crochet. We're going to do that again. We don't yarn over yet. Just like we were doing our decreases before. You can do traditional decreases too, whichever you're more comfortable with. Then we are going to half double crochet in the next 16 stitches. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16. Let me straighten out this work here so you can see what we're doing. Then we need to do 5 half double crochet 2 together. One, 2, 3. We got to manipulate the work here a little bit so you can get to the stitches. 4. Don't forget the yarn over. And 5. And now we're gonna do 16 half double crochets, and then the remaining stitches we're going to do half double crochet 2 together 3 times, and that should bring you back to the beginning. I'll meet back up with you at the end of the round. I'm at the end of round 2. We have 42 stitches. I'm going to slip stitch into the first half double crochet that we made, chain 2. For round 3, we're going to half double crochet 2 together 2 times. So go into that first half double crochet, go into the second stitch, in the front loops only, pull up a loop, yarn over, and pull through all 3, just like we have been doing. We're going to do that a second time. Again, you can do the traditional decrease if you'd like. We're going to half double crochet 11 times in the next 11 stitches. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. And we're going to do our decreases. Let me get my piece straightened out here. We're going to half double crochet 2 together 5 times. So yarn over, insert into the first stitch into the front loop only, into the next stitch front loop only, and do our decrease. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, and then our last one here is 5. To finish this round, half double crochet in the next 11 stitches, then half double crochet 3 together, half double crochet 2 together 3 times. That should bring you back to the beginning, and I'll meet back up with you at the end of the round. I'm at the end of row 3. We have 32 stitches, and we're going to slip stitch into that first half double crochet that we made to start round 4. We're going to chain up 2, and we're going to do a half double crochet 2 together 2 times, just like we've done before, into that stitch that we just slip stitched into the front loop, which is the first stitch, and the next stitch. Pull through both loops and complete the half double crochet. And we do that one more time in the next 2 stitches. And then we're going to half double crochet in the next 6 stitches. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I want the correct number of stitches there. Then we're going to half double crochet 2 together 5 times again, just like we did before in the previous row. One, 2, 3, 3, 4, and one more time. 5. And to complete this row, you're going to half double crochet in the next 6 stitches and end with half double crochet 2 together 3 times to bring you back to the beginning, and I'll meet back up with you at the end of the round. I'm at the end of round 4. We have 22 stitches, and we're going to slip stitch into that first stitch that we made, and we're going to go ahead and fasten off and leave a nice long tail for sewing. And lay your stocking down. Let's back up the camera out so you can see. Get your stocking all laid out, nice and flat. Then flip it over so that you can start sewing it up. You could go with just a whip stitch. To sew this seam closed. It over and make sure you get the couple of stitches on the front side of a stocking as well. Close up the heel, just like that. And you have your heel all closed up. Bring your needle to the inside of the work, or you can then turn it inside out to tie it off. Put a knot in there and just tie that right off. There you go, and you can just snip off the excess. I'll leave just a little tail because it's on the inside. And now we are ready. Of course, you're going to want to, if you have any extra tails like these, you're going to want to go ahead and weave those in. But I'll weave those in later. pull your stocking back around, get it all nice and flat and back out again. And now we can start on the cuff of the stocking up here on the top. And we're going to be doing that with our white yarn. Okay, to start our cuff, we're going to turn the stocking inside out so the wrong side is facing us. And we're going to use our 5.5 millimeter hook, or our eye hook, for the cuff, and attach your yarn in that first stitch of the cuff. I like to go somewhere near the seam. It doesn't matter really where you start it. And you're going to chain up 2 and place a half double crochet back into that first stitch, and place 1 half double crochet into each one of those free loops of row 1. And it might be a little difficult to see that on camera because of the dark green yarn. You should have, oops, that split the stitch. You should have 48 stitches at the end of the round. I'll meet back up with you at the end. I'm at the end of round 1. We have 48 stitches. We're going to slip stitch into that first half double crochet that we made, chain up 2. Remember, in this pattern your chain 2 does not count as a stitch. We're going to place a half double crochet right back into that same stitch that we just slip stitched into to start row 2. Row 2 through row 6 are exactly the same. 1 half double crochet into each stitch. So please continue working half double crochets into each stitch for rows 2 through 6, and I'll meet back up with you at the end of row 6. I'm at the end of round 6. We still have 48 stitches. We're going to slip stitch into that first half double crochet that we made, chain 1, and turn the work. For round 7, this will be our last round, we're going to be doing the scallops. So we're going to start with a single crochet in that first stitch that we just slip stitched into, skip 2 stitches, and we're going to do 5 double crochets into the next stitch. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Skip the next 2 stitches, 1, 2, and single crochet. Skip the next 2, 1, 2, and 5 double crochets. Skip 2, 1, 2, and a single crochet. That's our pattern all the way around to get back to the beginning. Skip 2, 5 double crochets, skip 2, single crochet. Please repeat this pattern all the way around to get back to the beginning, and I'll meet back up with you at the end of the round. I'm at the end of round 7, and we're going to slip stitch to that first single crochet that we made and go ahead and fasten off. And we can weave this end in. So remember to weave it in on the inside of the stocking. because this is going to be folded down. So let's turn our stocking around. Turn it back right side out. And fold the edge down on the cuff, just like that. And then you'll be able to weave these ends in. And to do the hanger, you want to just make sure you have your cuff lined up nicely. And the hanger, you can do your hanger in any color that you choose. I'm going to grab the red here to do the hanger. So set your stocking aside. And we're just going to do a chain of 25. Once you have your chain of 25, we're going to go second chain from hook. Remember, the loop on your hook does not count as a stitch, so go 1, 2 into that second chain, and we're just going to do a slip stitch, 1 into each chain, all the way down the chain. To create, this is to create the hanger for your stocking. Just continue placing 1 slip stitch into each stitch all the way down the chain. I'm at the end of the chain. I'm just going to fasten off. And get my stocking so we can sew this into the stocking. So lay your stocking down with the right side facing you. And thread up your yarn needle. I'm going to go ahead and put both loops right into that yarn needle. Just like that. And I'm just going to roll back the cuff here so I can see a couple of the green stitches and just pull those right through. Just like that. And grab the other end and go through that. And just put a few stitches right through to hold this together. Hold it on. Going through the green stitches and the hanger itself. I'm just going to go ahead and tie a knot in that too to make sure it stays on there securely. And cut off these ends. And there's your hanger for your stocking. So let me just pull out the camera here so you can see the full project. All completed. And here is our completed stocking. So if you've liked this tutorial, please give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't done so already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And don't forget to ring that bell. Thanks for watching and happy crocheting. Bye-bye.